Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. It's a moment of pride, ladies and gentlemen, when Asia's largest aero show starts yet again in its 14th edition. But this time around, it is about giving flight to a billion dreams. And when the Surya Kiran soared past, one thought as much that India, your time has come. This is Aero Show 2023, and clearly, this time around, we have set the benchmark. The benchmark is that India needs to become Atmanirbhar in defense, not just become self-sufficient for its defense needs in the near future, but more importantly, become a market for the world. That's the idea. Make in India, make for the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 14th edition of Asia's largest aero show, Aero India 2023 in Bengaluru. This 5-day event includes aerial displays by aircraft and helicopter, along with a large exhibition and trade fair of aerospace and defense companies. The theme of Aero India 2023 is the runway to a billion opportunities. Now, during his inaugural address, the Prime Minister outlined a goal to increase India's defense exports to $5 billion by 2024-2025. Now, Asia's largest aero show, a runway to a billion opportunities. How is it being set up? What is so special this time? Why is it bigger and better, and why is there so much more hope for Bharat? 809 companies are showcasing their capabilities. 98 nations are taking part in the aero show. 32 defense ministers in attendance. 73 CEOs of global and Indian OEMs, that is, original equipment manufacturers, are participating. And the aim is to eventually get them to make in India, but make for the world. Now, the agenda is ink 251 MOUs. 251 MOUs worth rupees 75,000 crore. That's when we are going to be able to make nearly $5 billion worth of defense exports by 2024-2025. That's what the Prime Minister has set as the goal. Can we achieve it? It's up to us. A lot of work has been done towards not just setting up defense corridors, but also encouraging manufacturing in the defense sphere. Now, India's prowess at display. Now, have a look at what was on display today. The light combat helicopter Prachand. That's on display at the Aero India 2023. It will serve as a platform for made in India weapons, with the light combat helicopter Prachand leading the way. Inducted into the Indian Air Force in October last year, this light combat helicopter Prachand is India's indigenously developed light combat helicopter. The LCH Prachand is a 5.8-ton class combat helicopter with potent ground attack and aerial combat capability. The Prachand can fly at a maximum speed of 288 kilometers per hour and has a combat radius of 500 kilometers, which can go up to a service ceiling of 21,000 feet, making it ideal to operate even at terrain like Siachen. It possesses modern stealth characteristics and formidable night attack capability. Also on display, the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's HLFT-42. So HAL has unveiled the design of the HLFT-42, which is Hindustan lead in fighter trainer, a next generation supersonic jet trainer in this 14th edition of Aero India. The aircraft has a unique tail art of Maruti or Hanuman, symbolizing speed, strength and agility. The tagline, "The storm is coming," adds to the dramatic impact of the aircraft and its capabilities. Also on display, the BrahMos missile, The Aero India show features a model of the air-launched version of the BrahMos supersonic missile along with the BrahMos NG missile. The BrahMos supersonic missile has a flight range of up to 290 kilometers with supersonic speed all through the light, ensuring lower dispersion of targets, quicker engagement time, and non-interception by any known weapon system in the world. The BrahMos can be launched from land, sea, and air and has an identical configuration for all three. It is currently in service in all the three areas. BrahMos NG, also on display, will be the BrahMos NG or next generation missile model. According to defense officials, the next generation will weigh almost half as much as the current air-launched version, and with this, a Sukhoi 30 MKI will be able to carry up to 4 BrahMos NG missiles, while the light combat aircraft or the LCAs can carry 2 missiles. And test for the same will begin late 2024. Defense Research and Development Organization or DRDO, they have now developed a medium altitude, long endurance class unmanned aerial vehicle. So a UAV called Tapas BH. It's a tactical aerial platform for advanced surveillance. Beyond Horizon will be making its flying debut at this year's Aero India. Then we have jetpacks. Jetpack, being developed by an Indian startup, is displayed at the India Pavilion to be inaugurated at the Aero India show in Bengaluru. The Indian Army has issued a tender to buy 48 jetpacks for troops deployed along the northern borders.
नए भारत के सामर्थ्य का साक्षी बन रहा है। बेंगलुरु का आसमान आज इस बात की गवाही दे रहा है कि नई ऊंचाई नए भारत की सच्चाई है। आज देश नई ऊंचाइयों को छू भी रहा है और उन्हें पार भी कर रहा है। जो देश अपनी रक्षा जरूरतों के लिए एक भरोसेमंद साथी तलाश रहे हैं, भारत उनके लिए भी एक बेहतर पार्टनर बनकर आज उभर रहा है। हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी इन देशों के लिए कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव भी है और क्रेडिबल भी है।
The Hindustan Aeronautics Limited or HAL has unveiled the design of the HAL FT42, a next-gen supersonic jet trainer in the 14th edition of the Aero India. Now, the aircraft has a unique tail art of Maruti or Hanuman, symbolizing strength, speed and agility. The tagline, "The storm is coming," adds to the dramatic impact of the aircraft and its capabilities.
I want to ask about the features of this particular aircraft because they say that this is going to be the game changer.
No, it's definitely going to be the game changer because it's a trainer which is a new generation trainer. It's designed exactly to fit the area where training is not being done. That is for 5th generation aircraft. The training for 5th generation aircraft and 4.5 generation aircraft. So all of these aircraft are going to be developed, and along with them this trainer is going to be developed because they are all single crew aircraft. In Indian conditions, we like field pilots to get field experience on actual aircraft. Unlike in some countries abroad where they like directly from simulator to go into a fighter aircraft.
People are quite excited about its design because you have used a Hindu god Maruti on tail. What is the idea behind it?
Yeah, this is a question which keeps coming back to me. So there was a great inspirational project which HAL had done, which is called HF24 Marut, and Pavan Putra, which is the natural descendant of the Marut. So it has the IRST, AESA radar. Its SPJ is also AESA based. It's got MOS. Obviously, it can carry a big payload of missiles.
So it was not just the might of India on display, but there were a few firsts too, ladies and gentlemen. The US Air Force's 2 5th-generation supersonic multi-role F-35A aircraft made a historic debut at the Aero Show. The Lockheed Martin F35 Lightning II, or just the F35, is considered to be one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world. The 5th-generation stealth fighter has been operating and ordered by a total of 17 nations so far, mostly NATO members and their allies.
We are getting you an exclusive report from the Aero India, which is currently on here in Bengaluru. For the first time in the history of Aero India, we have the F35, the 5th generation fighter jet, making its debut. There are 2 fighter jets here that have landed at the Yelahanka Air Force Station. It's considered to be the best 5th generation fighter jet. And remember, this is a single seat, single engine, and it's an all-weather stealth multi-role combat aircraft. This is developed by Lockheed Martin and has several features, which is the first, including a cutting-edge helmet-mounted display system. It also has, it's equipped for electronic warfare. It can carry out intelligence, surveillance, and also reconnaissance operations. Several reports say that there are talks that have happened between India and United States for this, which is at a very, very preliminary stage. But others saying that right now the country is focusing on ensuring the 4th generation fighters are in place. So it might be premature to talk about acquiring F-35s for India, but definitely the US, which is here in large numbers, perhaps the biggest contingent in the history of Aero India, putting up F-35 also on display, making its intent clear that it wants to be a very crucial partner, even as India looks at modernizing its defense forces. All these years, it was the F-16, which was a major point of attraction, but this time around, the F-35 here really ensuring that people coming here and also for defense personnel coming here, they get to see what a 5th generation fighter jet considered to be the best looks like. F-35 has made a debut here at Aero Show 2023, considered to be the best in the 5th generation fighter jets across the world. What really stands out?
So F-35 is certainly the best from our perspective. 5th generation allows us to penetrate enemy defenses and go in unseen, but we can't do that without our allies and partners. And so even from a United States standpoint, partnering closely with India and other countries is extremely important. But this certainly represents the latest in technology. So behind us over here are F-21s. So in the United States, we call it also the F-16. So very capable, and the F-18 workhorse for the Navy. So proven combat, proven and battle ready. And the crews certainly play a huge role in that. But once again, it's the integration, the joint forces with Navy, Air Force, and all the coalition that makes it all work so well.